How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we're back with another banger. So please smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man. Wow, man. Before I go to bed, you guys, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little live stream, man, on how I feel about everything, and the whole Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence showdown, man. Shout out to AD in the chat, man. Shout out to AD, man. Smash that like button, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AD, man. That's what's up, bro. You up there with me. And they're gonna catch this in the morning, bro. When they get up, they're gonna catch this fire. You know what I'm saying? It's straight fire. Gasoline fire. But yeah, Earl Spence said in a recent interview that you know, Terrence Crawford is respected by me. You know, he said that he respects Terrence Crawford, and I quote, "I respect Terrence Crawford because he's a real one." But I'm paraphrasing about the Keith Thurman part, but I know he said it about Terrence Crawford. He said it about Keith Thurman. He says, "I know for a fact that he says he's fake." So he says Keith Thurman is fake, and then he says that Keith Thurman, will say, one thing when he's pretty much saying Keith Thurman will say one thing when he's in front of you, and then when he's not around you, he says a whole totally different thing, you know? And he's just like, yeah, he was like, yeah, I want to fight you, and, this, that, and the third. Earl Spence said that Keith Thurman said to him, yeah, I want to fight you, blase, blase, we can get it worked out and stuff like that. And, Earl Spence says he does a totally 360, you know what I'm saying? He says he gets injured all the time and he's got more excuses, you know. And Earl Spence is right, Earl Spence is 1,000% right, you guys, you know. And to be honest with you guys, man, I really truly thought that Earl Spence, I thought he was a real one from the get go, But Keith Thurman, he's coming off now since he got married. I feel like he's turning a new leaf, you know. And sometimes when you get married, you know, you either get more hungrier or you get, lackadaisical, or should I say you get stagnant, or should I say you get, you know, you get flustered, And I truly believe that right now, you know, Keith Thurman is content where he's at in life. And not only where Keith Thurman's at in life, I feel like smash that like button, Quincy. Shout out to Quincy in the building, man. And shout out to anybody that's in the chat right now. Smash that like button, show some love. And I'm gonna read every single one of you guys' comments for as long as I'm live. And I really appreciate you guys being up with me right now at this time. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot to me, man, for real. That just shows me, you guys, that you guys are real diehard fans. And I really want to tell you guys what I heard today, And I just truly feel like, you guys need to hear it, and I want to hear what you guys got to say about it. Quincy in the chat says, shout out to everybody in the chat. Quincy in the chat, smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, and good morning if you guys are just waking up. But yeah, man, Earl Spence went ham today at the press conference. And I'm going to get down to that in a minute. Smash that like button on your way in, you guys. Let's get these likes up. Quincy in the chat says, Thurman might be overrated. Wow. You really feel like that, bro? Damn, bro. I mean, damn. You feel like Keith Thurman could be overrated? I mean, damn, dude. He was one of the only, welterweights that unified the division, since Floyd Mayweather unified the division, you guys. So you got to give Keith Thurman that credit just on that alone, Um, Quincy in the chat says, did he really beat Garcia? Dude, I could go for hours about that fight, bro. I swear I could go for hours about that fight, man. I don't know, man. That fight of Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Danny Garcia is gonna come back with a vengeance. With taking losses between, Keith Thurman and Sean Porter. Those were razor thin losses, and I truly feel like you know Danny Garcia did enough, to at least get a draw, you know, in both fights, you know. But I can understand where they could say, this guy won, Sean Porter won in the instance of Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. I can understand when people say, you know, Sean Porter won, but both fights were razor thin, man. You got to give credit where credit is due, you guys. Both fights were razor thin. Love in the chat says, "What's up, Corey? What's up, Love? How you doing today, bro? Hope all is well." Um, Quincy in the chat says, oh, I read that already. Shout out to the chat if you guys got any questions. Let me know right now. I got you. I'm reading all chats, and I'm replying to all my fans right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Errol Spence, broke it down, and he was real. He was really real right now, and he said exactly what was on his mind. He didn't hold back for anybody, and he said straight up, Keith Thurman is fake. You know, Earl Spence said Keith Thurman is fake. You know, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When he said that, I know he said that for a lot of fans out there. You know, because a lot of fans wanted to see Keith Thurman versus Earl Spence. You know, and it's effed up that we have to see, Mikey Garcia come up, you know, practically two weight divisions, or you could say one, you know, even no matter which way you cut it, you have a guy coming from a whole nother weight division to come fight Earl Spence, pretty much, the best fighter at welterweight, okay? And you have so many welterweights in that division that are quote unquote really good, okay? If they're so good, why are they not challenging themselves and fighting Earl Spence Jr.? You know? Why does it take a guy like Mikey Garcia to come up damn near two weight divisions to fight him? Okay? It's not right. I truly believe that's not right, But I respect it. I respect it, you know? I respect what Mikey Garcia is doing. Mikey Garcia is he's a lone ranger right now. And I truly feel that Mikey Garcia is the chosen one, you know? Mikey Garcia is one of those fighters that come around once in a lifetime. Okay? Love in the chat says Love in the chat says Keith loves love to this Terrence Crawford. Yeah, but Keith Thurman has been at pretty much every welterweight, as of lately. And he has nothing but negative things to say, when it comes down to the nitty gritty. You know, Keith Thurman contradicts himself so much. He says one time, he says, yeah, one time, he says, yeah, he makes rhymes and stuff about one time. He says, yeah, um, one time this, one time that, you know, and he just rhymes with it. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I truly believe that if Keith Thurman were to fight, shout out to Capadonna 24, man. That's my brother from another, man. Shout out to Capadonna 24. And everybody else in the chat, man. Smash that like button. Let's get these comments up. Let's get these likes up. Interact with a real one, man. I'm up late right now. I woke up and I'm reading through everything, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know, Earl Spence is letting it rip. Earl Spence is telling you guys exactly how he feels, and let's be honest, you guys. A lot of people aren't feeling it. You know, but I'm feeling it. I'm one of the chosen ones that's feeling it. Lawrence in the chat says Mikey is chosen to lose to Spence. Wow. Wow, bro. He says Mikey is chosen to lose to Spence. My issue with Keith Thurman is how he doesn't keep the same energy when Earl's around. Earl is the same. And I respect that 1,000%, Lawrence. And that's what I'm getting on right now. I truly feel like, yes, Keith Thurman does switch it up when he's around. You know, um, does he show maybe a little bit more respect than he should with fighters out there? Yes. But how can you say, how can you hate a fighter for showing another fighter too much love or too much respect? You know, only that fighter knows what the other fighter is going through. You know what I mean? Because it's a camaraderie. You know, it's a brotherhood. You know, boxing is a brotherhood, you guys. And you know, a lot of guys and a lot of women and stuff like that, they don't even know what it takes to be a fighter. You know, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Keith Thurman comes off to me as saying whatever he wants to the media, whatever he needs to say to the media. But when it comes to closed doors and when it comes to, you know, him, you know, being pressed about questions and stuff, he says what you want him to hear sometimes. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Keith Thurman says what you exactly want him to, you know, Keith Thurman says exactly what you want to hear, you know? And I think it's effed up, you know? Because let's be honest, you guys. Yes, we want to see Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman. But Keith Thurman would tell us, yeah, you know, I want to fight Errol Spence. I want to fight Errol Spence next. Then he gets injured. And then we're like, what the hell? Like, are we going to ever get it? You know? Are we going to ever get Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence? You know? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm one of the only guys that's picking Mikey Garcia to beat Errol Spence Jr. Okay, I'm picking Mikey Garcia to beat Errol Spence Jr. Okay, and if you guys want me to elaborate on that, I will. Who do you guys got winning in the Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia showdown? Okay, I'm going to get my charger. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. I am back. You guys know I'm back with another banger. You guys already know. But yeah, man. Straight up. Um, wow, man. It's just so crazy, you guys. The way everything's set up, and the way, you know, just right now, the way Earl Spence is, exposing these fighters, you know. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been one of the guys. Oh, let me read these chats, you guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Love in the chat says Keith of B back in. You says Keith of B back in 2 years. I don't know what you mean by that, but let me know what you mean by that. I think you meant to say Keith will be back in 2 years. Um, Possibly, but that's a long ass time, dude. You know, They already took one belt from Keith Thurman. And if you're talking about he's going to be back, at full capacity in 2 years, they need to take the other one. Okay? We need to see Keith Thurman either unifying or fighting, some of the elite in the top five welterweights in the division. Next, okay? Quincy in the chat says true. Keith is trying to pick his fights. Yeah, that's another thing, you guys. Like Keith Thurman is he Josecito Lopez literally had to wait for I believe 2 delays. So Josecito Lopez had to wait for pretty much 8 months. Okay? And that's absurd. That is absurd. Okay? That is absurd for a fighter to wait 8 months. Okay? For one fight. Okay? But obviously Josecito Lopez seen something to Keith Thurman that none of us seen. And he exploited it. He really exploited it. Love in the chat says Errol Spence. Quincy in the chat says set up for Manny Pacquiao. How do you guys think Manny Pacquiao does against Keith Thurman right now? I'm going to be honest. If Keith Thurman fights Manny Pacquiao next, there's a big chance that Keith Thurman could lose. And I know you guys are like, Corey, come on, man. What are you talking about? But I'm being honest, okay? Keith Thurman is not this immortal fighter that a lot of you fans want to think he is, okay? Keith Thurman, okay, is I believe he's about 30 years old, okay? He gets hurt in damn near every fight he's in. Not only does he get hurt in every fight he's in, damn near, he gets injured in every camp he's in, I feel like. I mean, it's just getting out of control. Let me read these chats. Lawrence RBE in the chat says, Earl in 6 rounds, Mikey Camp will throw in the towel. I respect Mikey for giving it a go, but let's not forget it's huge payday at stake. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Lawrence, that's true. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, Lawrence. If I'm gonna be honest with you guys, if Earl Spence doesn't knock out Mikey Garcia in 6 rounds, he's gonna have a very, and I mean very, long night. Okay, because one thing you gotta understand about Mikey Garcia is his fortitude, and you know, a lot of fans and a lot of YouTubers, are like, oh Corey, you know, you're riding the, what of Mikey Garcia. And I'm like, how? You know, I've never came out and said, yo, Mikey Garcia is the best fighter in the world and, stuff like that. I never trolled, okay, about Mikey Garcia. I just and before this, I gave Earl Spence all the credit in the world. I said after he beat Kell Brook, he's the number one welterweight in the world. Okay? You guys can go back and check that out. Okay? I said that. Okay? So moving forward, I believe that, Earl Spence and, you know, Mikey Garcia will be a tough test for both fighters. Because you gotta understand, Mikey Garcia is not a walk in the park. A lot of guys are saying, oh, Earl Spence is gonna run through Mikey Garcia in, 4 rounds and, it's gonna be a cakewalk. I don't feel like that. And if you guys feel like that, let me know. Let me read these chats. Lawrence RBE says, Corey, you are in a good spot. If Mikey loses, you can say, well, Earl was supposed to win. Anyways, if Mikey wins, you will be Nostradamus. Hey man, it is what it is. Love says, I like Manny. Will you like Manny Pacquiao over Keith Thurman? Love, elaborate on that. AD in the chat says Lawrence, ha 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 ha. I like your thinking. Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The way that Mikey Garcia fights, he fights to win, okay? And not only does he fight to win, he fights and he takes chances. If Mikey Garcia feels that he's down in the cards, I see Mikey Garcia taking hell of a chances. Okay? I just do. You know? I see Mikey Garcia taking, you know, very, very dangerous chances. Okay? Because Mikey Garcia is one of those guys that, I feel like he'll die on his shield, you know. I feel like Mikey Garcia is a true warrior, you know. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I feel like Errol Spence is a true warrior as well. I feel like, Errol Spence would die on his shield as well. As far as throwing in the towel or, a coach throwing in the towel for either fighter, I truly feel like no. I feel like Derrick James won't throw in the towel even if his fighter is losing every round in the seventh round and he needs a knockout to win and he's getting, plastered. I truly feel that, he will not throw in the towel. Okay? Now, if you flip that, I feel like, you know, Mikey Garcia and Robert Garcia will not throw in the towel as well, you know? So, that's what I feel, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, and subscribe.